We're live from UFC Vancouver for UFC Fight Night, Maia versus Condit. Sorry for the delay, I had some connectivity issues for you guys. But here we are, joining in just before the money fight, which is Paige vanzant versus Bec Rawlings. Let me give you a quick update of what happened today. With the other fights, the first fight of the evening was Jeremy Kennedy versus Alessandro Ricci, and it went to a decision in favor of Jeremy Kennedy. The second fight of the night was Charlo Price versus Thiago Guti, and Charlo Price won via KO TKO in the end of round 1. The third fight also finished via knockout for Felipe Silva early in round 1. The fourth fight of the evening was Garrett McKellen versus Alessandro Di Chirico, and the decision went to Alessio. Sorry for the pronunciation. Most of these fighters are either from Canada or represent Canadian gyms. That is why most of you fans could not recognize these people. The next fight was Enrique Barzola versus Kyle Bosniak. This also went to decision. Most of these fights were pretty close, to be quite honest. And then we had the major fight for the prelims, Smiling Sam Alvey versus Kevin Casey. Surprisingly, Sam Alvey knocks out Kevin Casey in round 2. And then we had the instant classic, Joe Lauzon versus Jim Miller. Both of these guys already had a fight of the year contender for 2012, which went in favor of Jim Miller by a split decision. And today, just like an exact copy of the previous fight, this fight also went in favor of Jim Miller, even though I felt Joe Lauzon could have got the fight, but Jim Miller landed the heavier shots throughout the fight and had the higher number of significant strikes and much improved stand-up fighting for Joe Lauzon. Let me check the stream and update what's happening with the comment section. Thank you for all of you guys joining in for UFC Fight Night Vancouver. Let me give the tail of the tape for Paige vanzant. Paige vanzant is 22, 5'4", has a 65-inch reach, and Bec Rawlings is 27, mother of a child, and 5'6", with a 64-inch reach. So vanzant has a slight reach advantage, but Rawlings is the taller fighter. Bruce Buffer is doing the introductions as usual for this particular fight. Rowdy Bec Rawlings getting introduced by Bruce Buffer. Okay, so hopefully you guys can hear the audio properly. Just let me know in the comments if you guys hear the audio properly. Surprising that not many people are watching this. One second, let me change the thumbnail for you guys. First round in progress. Oh, nice brawl by Beck Rawlings with a nice brawling. Paige vanzant with the kicks. Vanzant need to move out of the cage. Otherwise, Beck Rawlings will start unloading. Vanzant needs to clinch, but she is getting hit a lot by Beck Rawlings. Significantly a lot. A lot of damage. She is a Dancing with the Stars finalist, do remember. Oh, nice clinching as usual by Paige vanzant. So good performance by Beck Rawlings still now, overall. Paige vanzant is getting hit a lot as usual. Oh my god, nice elbows by Beck Rawlings. It's a pretty close fight till now. Thank you guys for joining in as usual for MMA Live. Keep it logged in for live play-by-play and commentary for all UFC fights which are telecast. You can watch this on Fox Sports TSN in Canada. You can also watch this on Sony ESPN HD in case you have cable either in Asia or Europe. This fight as of now is going in favor of Beck Rawlings. She is putting on a good stand-up clinic. Oh my god, nice spinning technique with the dancing shit by Paige vanzant. Beck Rawlings is charging in with her strikes, but clearly round one is in favor of Paige. Nah, it's in favor of Beck Rawlings as of now. Paige has to move in. She has the slightly longer reach. She has to move in and brawl with Beck Rawlings, but that is not what she wants to do. Nice clinch by Paige vanzant. Nice combinations by Beck Rawlings. Nice teep. Nice flurries by Beck Rawlings. Paige vanzant is getting hit as usual, like many of her fights, but she has to get some damage output out. She's too much on the outside as of now. Juliana Pena in Beck Rawlings' corner. Nice combination by Paige. Not bad. But as you can see, the significant strikes are too much in favor of Beck Rawlings. 1 minute remaining, 1 minute 5 seconds in case you guys want to lock it in with me with the timers. 1 minute 59, 58, 57 seconds. Nice knee to the body. Paige still wants to clinch. Probably she might have to take this fight on the ground. Nice teep by Paige vanzant. Beck Rawlings is not known to be having a great cardio or chin like Paige vanzant, but vanzant is known to be a good brawler with a great chin. So she's not just a good dancer. They remember that. Beck Rawlings is going for the knockout punch. Nice one too by Paige. Good combinations by Paige. She's coming into her own. End of the round. 13 seconds. Nice Superman punch by Beck Rawlings. Beautiful Superman punch. Nice teep again. Paige vanzant has got guts, man. I'm telling you. Round one in the books, and clearly Beck Rawlings had the superior striking in the first round. Thank you for joining me in the stream. For all you guys, let me know who you got in this particular event. Let me tell you how you can watch this also shortly. Let me upload the thumbnail before the second round starts. Oh, a nice punches by Paige vanzant. She got her. Oh, this fight is over, baby. Paige vanzant with a beautiful knockout. Wow, that was craziness. Beautiful finish by 12 gauge Paige. Beauty, man. She has got some power. She has improved a lot in the power department. Wow, that was quick. That was one of the cleanest knockouts in the women's division ever, if there ever was one. Wow. Here's the combination. She had a nice jumping kick. Oh my goodness. Woo. She had a switch kick to the head. Oh my god. She feinted the right, came up with the left hook, and then ground and pounded her with strikes. With the leg kick, and boom. The leg kicks were a problem all night, so she went for the right leg kick, but then she switched it up and hit with a left high kick to finish the fight. Beautiful combination of strikes on the ground, also by 12 gauge, man. This girl knows how to fight. Clearly, great fight. Great fight, people. Great fight. Paige vanzant waving to the fans. She's a very happy chick, to be sure. So, people, how did you like that fight? Let me know in the comments. Beautiful fight between Paige vanzant and Bec Rawlings. Beautiful knockout with a switch kick to the head by Paige vanzant. Bec Rawlings went down and she finished her with ground and pound. So Bec Rawlings gets defeated in the same fashion as she predicted, so which is pretty interesting. Thank you guys for joining into the stream. So we have done 2 fights in the main card of UFC Vancouver Fight Night. The first fight was a great one between Joe Lauzon and Jim Miller, and just like in 2012, this was a great fight between Joe Lauzon and Jim Miller, and Jim Miller again pulls out the split decision due to better stand-up skills. The second fight in the main card was just concluded with Paige vanzant going against Bec Rawlings, and vanzant smoked Bec Rawlings after getting dominated in round 1. She was getting through with the leg kicks throughout the fight, so she feinted a right leg kick and came up with a switch left kick high onto the temple of Bec Rawlings, and a beautiful finish via ground and pound by Paige vanzant. Dancing with the Stars finalists. She also is known as 12 gauge Paige. Nice work by Paige vanzant. Bec Rawlings underestimated her and got the fuck knocked out. "12 gauge, baby. 12 gauge Paige." Brian Stan, the greatest American of all time, doing the interview. Beautiful kick though. In the women's division, it's really difficult to get a knockout, especially in the strawweight division. Beautiful finish by Paige VanZant and a nice interview done by her. And she right now has the most finishes in the UFC strawweight history. Paige VanZant, ladies and gentlemen, with 3 finishes in UFC strawweight history. That is the highest. Giving shout outs to the coaches. Paige VanZant, classy as usual. %70 in favor of Carlos Condit for the main event in tonight's UFC Fight Night, Vancouver. But the co-main event of the evening is still going to happen very soon. CM Punk's final preparation interview. CM Punk saying that he is gonna be nervous come fight day for UFC 203, but he says he is satisfied with his preparation for UFC 203, his first mixed martial arts fight. CM Phil Brooks Punk will be there in UFC 203. We also have a stacked card with the heavyweight title on the line between Stipe Miocic and Alistair Overeem. We also have Fabricio Verdum going on in the same card against Travis Brown. So it's going to be a great, or maybe I messed that up, but Fabricio Verdum is fighting for UFC 203. So do tune in to the same channel for the live play-by-play and commentary for UFC 203, which is coming in 2 weeks' time in Cleveland, Ohio. So in case you're staying nearby in the area, you can join in with the fight as a fan for UFC 203. But for any UFC event, play-by-play and commentary, keep it logged in for MMA Live. This is your channel for unbiased commentary on any UFC broadcast event. So thank you guys for joining into the stream. We are done with 2 fights in the main event. The last 3 fights have been really entertaining. Smiling Sam Alvey getting the KO against Kevin Casey. Joe Lauzon and Jim Miller going to another war, and Miller coming on top, and Paige VanZant with a beautiful knockout of Beck Rawlings. So that has been the update. You can watch the evolution of Punk, which is an exclusive program for Fox Sports. Sports and UFC Fight Pass subscribers every Monday. The third episode will be, tuning in tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Day after tomorrow, on UFC Fight Pass. In theaters on September 23, rated PG-13, is The Magnificent Seven. That is a new motion picture. Right now we are in a break between fights, and we are ready for the co-main event of UFC Fight Night Vancouver. Showtime Pettis is going to be fighting Charles do Bronx Oliveira. It's going to be a great and entertaining fight, and I expect Anthony Pettis to come out with the victory after dropping down to the featherweight division. He did look a lot slim. Charles Oliveira has also dropped down from lightweight, but he was 143 when he weighed in yesterday during the weigh-ins. It's going to be a really, really interesting fight, but I really feel that since Pettis has lost his last three, he has to go all in into this fight. So that is what I feel. Let me know in the comments who you got in the co-main event of the evening. Anthony Showtime Pettis or Charles do Bronx Oliveira. It's going to be a great, entertaining fight for the co-main. Definitely. So, this has been a good night of fights. It has been a sleeper card. Not a lot of finishes. The only finishes today have been Chadla Price getting the knockout against Thiago Guti. Smiling Sam Alvey getting the knockout against Kevin Casey. And Paige vanzant getting the knockout against Beck Rawlings. UFC is going back to Manila on 15th October 2016. Tickets are on sale already. You can get limited early bird tickets from the last 20 days. Probably those are sold out by now, but in case you're in the Philippines, you know where to be in October 15th. That is the UFC Fight Night Manila. Last time it was the last fight of Mark Munoz's career. He came out with a victory. Beautiful career ending for Mark Munoz. He is actively participating in the activities in Manila for developing UFC. So in case you're around there, do visit the Manila show on October 15th. Since it is getting a little delayed compared to usual, I'll just join you guys. I'll just grab some water and come back here. Stay tuned to the channel. Please don't go anywhere, because the co-main event, Anthony Showtime Pettis versus Charles Oliveira, is about to start anytime. The keys to victory for Showtime Pettis is going to be footwork, and do not wait and go first. Pettis has been too defensive in his last three fights. He has been on the back foot, and people have caught him and taken him down and closed the distance near the cage and dominated him. He is not countering in his usual self like before. But Showtime Pettis, if he decides, can go first and finish the fight. That has always been his key to victory. Charles Oliveira is good with jiu-jitsu, good on the ground, and has improved striking. Charles Oliveira, the keys to pressure has always been pressure. So if he pressures Pettis, Pettis would eventually break, like in the previous three fights. But I really feel that Pettis is too much for Charles Oliveira. Oliveira can also get the fight to the ground or force the clinch, but he has to be careful with Pettis' jiu-jitsu also. So stay tuned for the co-main event of the evening, which will be coming in a minute or two on the same channel. Thank you for keeping it logged in on the channel. We are back with the entrances of UFC Fight Night Vancouver, wherein the main card featuring Paige VanZant and Bec Rawlings just finished, and Paige VanZant came up with a beautiful switch kick knockout of Bec Rawlings. That was a beautiful knockout, and Paige VanZant is now the owner of the highest number of knockouts in UFC strawweight history. 12 gauge Paige pulling out the victory against Bec Rawlings. The next fight, the co-main event of the evening, is going to be a really entertaining one with Showtime, Anthony Showtime Pettis, going up in the featherweight division for the very first time. Charles Oliveira is 21-5 and Pettis is 18-5 in his career. Pettis has to pull the trigger, has to go first. Charles Oliveira has to make sure he keeps the pressure on, getting the clinch game. Charles Oliveira has to make sure he gets the fight to the ground, because I feel that Oliveira has the better jiu-jitsu compared to both of these fighters. So that is my take on UFC's Vancouver co-main event, but I do feel that Pettis would be able to pull the victory out. Andrew Hintz, thank you for joining the channel. Ludo, you can watch the fights through this way. These are the only ways to watch this free. Let me update this once for you. I think I've already done this on the channel, Ludo. You can watch this on Sony ESPN, Sony ESPN HD, TCN channel, Fox Sports 1, or you can also try streamtowatch.com. So you can do that. So as I've told you, these are the different ways of watching this fight, Ludo. Hopefully that helped you out. I do hope you guys understand that I cannot stream the fights live. I've already got a strike on my YouTube channel for streaming Cody Garbrandt versus his first fight in UFC Fight Night a couple of months back, where he knocked out an undefeated fighter. I'm forgetting his name. So when I streamed that, I got a knock on my account, so I had to take that down. So you will not get these fights free on YouTube, but you can watch this on Sony ESPN, Fox Sports 1, TCN channel. If you're living in Canada, it is available for free on cable. You can also watch this on streamtowatch.com. Anthony Showtime Pettis is entering the octagon for the very first time in his UFC career in the featherweight division. So Showtime is going all in. This is probably one of his last chances, if not his last, in UFC, because he has been on a 3-fight losing streak. Not a long time ago, Showtime Pettis was on top of the VT's box, so that was a big deal for Showtime, and he's very famous for his Showtime kick against Benson Henderson back in the WEC days, before coming into the UFC. So that is how Showtime is famous. Is the same gym where CM Punk is training for next month's UFC Cleveland 203 show. He is a former UFC and WEC lightweight champion. He has finished 15 of 18 victories, 10 by knockout, and he is also doing his featherweight debut. Thank you for all you guys joining into the stream. Not a lot of people are into the Vancouver card, surprisingly, but this is a banger of a card if you're a true UFC fan, and has already been proven to be a pretty good card. Joe Lauzon, Jim Miller never disappoint, and never did today, with a great fight opener, which went the distance. Jim Miller got the split decision victory in the fight opening event. The second fight was Paige VanZant versus Bec Rawlings. VanZant with a beautiful switch kick knockout. And this is the co-main, Pettis versus Oliveira. Oliveira has the reach and height advantage, but Pettis has the better experience at the higher level. So could be a close fight, but I'm picking Showtime Pettis. Let me know in the comments who you will, or Roku or Apple TV, where you have these channels: Sony, ESPN, Sony 6, TCN, or Fox Sports. These are the 4 channels where you can watch this, Mr. Ludo. Thank you for keeping it logged in. Showtime Pettis is 5'10", 146 pounds weighed in, and is from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Thank you, Andrew Hinsey, for joining the Fight Night broadcast from Vancouver. Thank you for keeping it logged in for MMA Live. Anthony Showtime Pettis getting introduced by Bruce Buffer. Showtime. It's showtime, people. Anthony Showtime Pettis getting a beautiful pop from the crowd. Eve Levine is the referee, the beautiful Ariane Celeste, doing the ring work along with Brittany, Vanessa, and Chrissy. So the top ring girls in action: Charles Oliveira, Pettis. Oh, Charles Oliveira going for a takedown from the get-go. This is not what Showtime Pettis expected. Going for a single, turning it into a double, has not locked the... going for a trip takedown. Showtime Pettis defending well. Oh, no. Don't tell me this is going to be similar to the Eddie Alvarez fight. Oh my goodness, I did not expect Oliveira to go for the takedown so early in the fight. Oliveira keeping it close with the single, but Pettis, nice trip, but Pettis going for a reversal. Pettis needs to punch him. Come on, Pettis. You don't want to be in this kind of a fight. You need to get out of the cage, Pettis. You need to show them Showtime kicks. But Pettis is getting pressured. He needs to move away. He needs to move away and defend first. But Charles Oliveira digging deep for the takedown, but still not got it. Oh, nice knee. Pettis resets. Nice teeps by Oliveira, keeping the distance. Oh, nice overhead. Nice trip attempt by Charles, but again, Charles Oliveira going for the pressure against the cage. As I told you, this is the exact game plan to win against Anthony Pettis. Oh, Oliveira got his back. Oliveira's got his back. Oh, beautiful takedown and getting the back immediately by Charles Oliveira, trying to go for the body lock and has got it. Beautiful work by Charles Oliveira though. Oh no, this is not looking good. Oh no, one hook is in. Oh, he's out. Pettis has good ground game, good jiu-jitsu, but this is not the place where Pettis wants to be. Pettis reverses position, beautiful, and winds up on top. Beautiful work by Showtime Pettis. Reversing position and going up on guard, but he still has to be careful of the arm triangle attempt. No. Beautiful work by Showtime. Charles Oliveira will have to go for... Oh, nice kicks. Oliveira is going for these takedowns, but these are not there. Showtime Pettis says, let's go, baby. Oh, nice kick to the body. Oh, these body kicks are devastating. Oh, I think he got hurt. Nice ground and pound by Pettis. Oh, this fight is about to be finished. Showtime Pettis. Oh no, he has to be careful with the arm triangle though. Side control by Pettis. Beautiful ground and pound work by Pettis though. He's going for the crucifix. Going into side control. Pettis has to make sure he doesn't gas himself out. Pettis is not known to be good in the later rounds. Great kicks to the body by Pettis, man. Those hurt. Those hurt a lot. Nice elbows in the side control from Showtime Pettis. Beautiful body work and reversal by Showtime. Reversal attempt by Charles. Oh, nice scramble by Charles Oliveira. Oh, no. Charles has got his back. This is a crazy fight for a UFC fan. And beautiful reversal again by Showtime Pettis. These scrambles are insane. And he's... Oh, these punches. These punches are crazy. Pettis is getting a lot of chance. Oh, this fight is about to be over. Or is it? These punches are getting rained from a great position for Showtime. Showtime is putting a great ground and pound clinic. These punches are raining down. But Charles Oliveira is sticking in, people. He's sticking in. Andrew Hintze found it on Cage Has to Hurt Your Back. Yep. Ludo, can someone send me a link, please? Andrew Hintze, can you please send Ludo a link? I'm in the middle of watching these fights. Sorry to bother you, bro. But if you can, I'd really appreciate it. I do not know which site Andrew is watching that fight on. He says it's on freestreams.eu. So if somebody can help out Ludo, I would really appreciate it. But beautiful first round for Anthony. He has to go to the body again and not get taken down. Anthony Pettis with the power advantage at featherweight, baby. It's gonna be a crazy fight, I feel. Crazy transitions, crazy groundwork, crazy ground and pounds, craziness overall. Those body kicks are brutal, people. Those body kicks are brutal. Charles Oliveira getting back up. Is he going to go for a takedown? Pettis has to be careful. A nice punch to the body. Nice one, too. Nice teeps by Charles. Charles looking good. The Bronx. The Bronx is the longer fighter, though. Oh, nice punches to the body. Oh, beautiful reversal by Pettis. Beautiful scrambling again by Pettis. The groundwork of Charles is also beautiful. He's playing with fire though. Anthony Pettis has a great ground game. Oh, nice head kick by Showtime. The real Showtime is back, I feel, after a long time. After a really long time, I'm feeling Showtime getting the combinations. Going for a nice jab. He just falls down. Showtime says, get the hell up. I'm not coming to the ground. Eve Levine says, let's bring it, people. Beautiful fight combinations by Showtime Pettis. Oh, nice punch by Pettis again. Pettis is leaving his arms down a little. He has to respect Oliveira's power. Nice teeps. Oliveira is still pressuring Pettis. Somehow, Oliveira still has got it in his tank. Oh, nice punches by Oliveira in the clinch. Did he hurt Pettis? Slightly, I feel. Pettis has to... Oh, nice punches. Nice punch to the body by Pettis. Oh, nice straight by Pettis. Beautiful work by Pettis though, but I really feel Charles Oliveira is still hanging in there. Nice elbow by Oliveira. Again back to the cage. Nice elbows again by Oliveira. Oh, these guys are throwing down. Nice overhead right. Clinch attempt by Oliveira. He wants to go for the back straight away. He has got his back. He wants to go for the hook. He wants to go to the ground again with Pettis. Pettis cannot afford this. He's climbing on top of him. Uh-oh, he's got the body lock. He's got the body lock. But Pettis is defending reasonably well. Oh, he's got him down on the ground. He's going for the rear naked. Nice defense by Charles. Charles Oliveira wants to go for the rear naked, but Pettis is defending beautifully throughout the round. Can he reverse position like the first fight? Can he? Oh, has he got the choke? Has he? Has he not? No, it's pretty close, but Pettis is out of it. They are arm fighting for better position, and Pettis' ground game is no joke. Pettis does not want to be in this position. Oh, again reversing position. Beautiful work by Anthony Pettis to come up on top. And again, similar to the first round, Anthony Pettis is going to rain down. Oh, nice arm triangle attempt. Oh, again Oliveira gets his back. Oliveira is pressuring him. I feel Oliveira has got the better of him in this round. Nice straight punches by Showtime. Nice 1-2. Oliveira is still pressuring Showtime though. That is beautiful. I can feel that you can give this round to Oliveira overall. Nice spinning back kick by Showtime. Ludo getting the link from Andrew finally. Hopefully he can street. Oh, nice 1-2 by Showtime again. Oh, beautiful takedown by Charles Oliveira to finish the round. Beautiful fight. I think Charles Oliveira got the second round. I really feel. Yeah, that was close. Pettis looks a little tired, man. Pettis is looking a little tired. Charles Oliveira coming good in round 2. He got a takedown at the end. He got a takedown at the beginning. Got his back. Got some ground and pound. Though Anthony reversed position, I have to give that round to Charles Oliveira for sure. So as of now, looks like 1-1 in my book. What do you guys got? Andrew Hensey, yes, they are punching pretty hard. Their handwork is good, but Charles Oliveira's chin is holding up. I think Anthony Showtime has to go for the kicks. He has to go for the kicks to the body. 1-1. That is correct. Final round of the co-main event coming up. They want to touch gloves. Anthony has to go to the body immediately. Anthony has to open up. Nice jab by Anthony. Again, Charles Oliveira going deep with the double. Oh my God, again he's on the ground. This is not going good for Anthony. He's again on the ground against a better grappler. Oh, can Anthony get an armbar? Can Anthony do it? Are they going for an armbar? Charles Oliveira with the dominant position. Could this be the 4th straight defeat for Anthony? Anthony's trying to wall walk. Oliveira again trying to go for a body lock. Oh, beautiful reversal. And Anthony Pettis on top on side control. Beautiful work by Anthony. North-south position by Anthony Pettis. Anthony in dominant position. He has to maintain this. He has to maintain this throughout the fight. He cannot let Oliveira up. Anthony with a guillotine. Oh, he tapped out. He tapped out. Anthony Pettis. Anthony Pettis with a beautiful victory, people. That is out of nowhere. Anthony Pettis. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Wow. 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 Seriously. Can't believe it. Are you kidding me? Anthony Showtime Pettis. That is why they call him the Showtime. You cannot blink. He will finish the fight at any moment. Beautifully reversing the position. Charles Oliveira almost got his back, but he reversed it. Came out on top. And from the bottom, got a guillotine which was so tight that Oliveira tapped out. He got the neck, cranked it, put one leg on top, did not even lock the body, and the fight is over, people. From the bottom. Beautiful finish by Anthony Pettis for a victory, hard-fought victory by Showtime. Beautiful fight. Beautiful fight. That was art. Seriously, that was art. Showtime with a beautiful guillotine choke to end the co-main event of the evening. So we are ready for the main. Can Damian Maia do what Anthony Pettis just did? Or will Carlos Condit keep the fight standing up? It's going to be a good question to answer. It's a close fight coming up in the main event between Damian Maia, the jiu-jitsu and grappling expert, and Carlos, the natural born killer, Condit. That is the main event coming up. Beautiful set of fights in the main card, people. The main card did not disappoint in UFC Fight Night Vancouver. All these fights have been amazing. Amazing fights. The first fight of the main card was Jim Miller versus Joe Lauzon. Jim Miller pulling out the split decision again, similar to 2012's Fight of the Year. Very close fight to score. I had it in favor of Lauzon though, but Jim Miller got the better due to the damage and striking output he put on in round 3 and 2. The next fight was Paige vanzant versus Bec Rawlings. Bec Rawlings got round 1, but Paige vanzant got a beautiful switch kick knockout to the head in round 2 early for getting the knockout. Then we had the third fight, the co-main event, Anthony Showtime Pettis against Charles Oliveira. It was 1-1. Going into round 3, it was 1-1. But Showtime Pettis somehow pulled out a beautiful guillotine choke from guard. Beautiful ground transitions throughout the fight. Great fight. Probably fight of the night contender for sure. Unless Maia and Condit can better this. But a great ground game. And Showtime Pettis finally back in the win column. And people are cheering for him. I'm cheering for him. Anthony Showtime Pettis is back, people. Finish number 16 for Anthony Showtime Pettis. Probably one of the highest finish rate in UFC history. Should be there for Anthony Pettis. He should be there in the top 5 for sure. That guillotine was locked in. Charles Oliveira had nowhere to go, and he was done, man. That guillotine was locked. Monster Energy drinks back in the house. Showtime somehow pulling this off. Close fight, but he is back. We are ready for the main event of UFC Fight Night. No, she didn't. Who? Ludo? Which channel are you watching, man? Ludo will only left with the main event. Hopefully the stream is a little behind for you. I think you need to refresh. Though, thanks a lot for all you guys joining in into the sleeper card. Not a lot of people were sure of watching the UFC Fight Night, but thank you all for joining in with MMA Live. Do like, do subscribe to the channel for unbiased UFC commentary for all UFC events which will ever be broadcast on a pay-per-view or on Fox Sports. This is MMA Live, your channel to be right there for all live play-by-play and entertainment. Who do you have for this fight? Andrew Hensey, I got Condit, man. I got Condit, but somehow, I really feel somehow, Maia, if this fight goes to the ground, it's over, man. I'm telling you. But Maia can pull this off, as I'm saying. So Andrew Hensey seems to be agreeing with me. What do you other people think who are watching the stream? Let me know, guys. Come on, show me some love in the comment section. Let me know who you got in the main event for UFC Fight Night Vancouver. Is it Carlos Condit, the natural born killer, or is this gonna be Demian Maia grappling showcase part X? Because Maia does what Maia does all the time. CM Punk is gonna be fighting in UFC 203, which is gonna happen next week. No, not next week. In 2 weeks' time. So nice promo for UFC 203, CM Punk versus Mickey Gall. I really feel CM Punk should not be trying this, but I feel that Mickey Gall can pull this off. Let's not kid ourselves, CM Punk is no MMA fighter. Mickey Gall's striking and finishing was supreme in his first UFC fight. So I really feel CM Punk can have no chance in his UFC 203 fight. But props to him for trying this. Not a lot of people can actually try this. Exactly, Andrew Hensey with the comment. All depends on what Condit ate for lunch. Exactly. I really feel Carlos Condit should be the UFC welterweight champion right now. I really feel that. But Tyron Woodley has defeated Lawler. Tyron Woodley has also defeated Carlos Condit, though. Even though that was via injury in their fight. But Tyron Woodley is really the, the unexpected, but sort of expected king of the division, because he is probably the only guy who has better knockout power than Robbie Lawler and better wrestling than probably Demian Maia too. If you go by pure jiu-jitsu, Maia would win. But Tyron Woodley is a real deal, man. So whoever wins this fight should probably get the title shot. Or it should be Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Let me know who should get the title shot next. I really feel Stephen Thompson can dismantle any of these guys if he keeps the fight standing up. I'm a big Stephen Wonderboy Thompson fan, but looks like he may not be getting the fight because Tyron Woodley straight up rejected his request live on Fox Sports. So the main event is about to start. I do not know why they're not putting this. Live stat will be available after the fight begins. Winner by submission in the co-main, Anthony Pettis pulling off a beautiful guillotine choke. So stay tuned, keep it locked in. This is your channel for all fight breakdowns of UFC fights. This is probably the 10th or 11th fight night or pay-per-view I'm breaking down from the time I opened this channel. It's been almost 2 months, and the reception has been pretty good. And not a lot of guys do the fight breakdown. Most of these guys just put in UFC.com and not talk a lot. But I would like to break down these fights, give you fight analysis, tell you what can be improved during the fights to the best of my knowledge. I do train jiu-jitsu mainly. I am a brown belt, and that is pretty much my background, in case if you're wondering. So I'm more of a ground fighter, so I really like to analyze these fights and break it down for you guys so that you can really enjoy the finer aspects of mixed martial arts. The Ultimate Fighter finale is starting coming Wednesday in the flyweight division. Henry Cejudo and Joseph Benavides are going to be the coaches for this season 24 of Ultimate Fighter. Daniel Cormier and Dominic Cruz sitting at the Fox Sports Bud Light desk with John Anik. Daniel Cormier would probably face Anthony Johnson. They are showing the Fox Sports Strike Zone. Condit has got a lot of experience. He has won 30 fights with 9 defeats, has killer instincts, 9 submission wins. Maia has got great grappling skills. So the keys to victory for Maia is to get the fight to the ground, control the top position, and go for the submission. That's pretty straightforward for Damian Maia. But Carlos Condit, if he can keep the striking, he can go for the elbows, he can go for the straight punches, he can go for the knees, he can go for the flying knees, he can go for the hugs. He can use all the 8 limbs, as they say, the art of Muay Thai, if Carlos Condit can keep this standing. But if you go by footwork, definitely Carlos Condit has the better footwork. But Maia can surprise you with the striking. Cannot underestimate Maia with the striking, though. Condit did knock down George St. Pierre in his fight for the title and has been an interim champ in the welterweight division before this. The odds as of now favor Condit. Minus 125 for Condit, plus 105 for Damian Maia. It's a pick'em fight. Can't really pick the real winner, but I really feel that if Condit somehow had a good lunch, as Andrew put this in the comments, if Condit had a good lunch, definitely Carlos Condit can pull this off. I'm rooting for Condit though, because I really feel he's a great guy, good inspiration, good role model, straight up guy, trains a lot, good thinker. So I'm probably going for Condit though. But Maia can do what Maia does. Okay? So that is your main event breakdown before the fight starts. Demian Maia or Carlos Condit are going to be entering the octagon at any moment. Finally, we have the fight opening. I really want to see who has the better reach amongst these guys. I really feel that Maia has the shorter reach compared to Carlos, but it's going to be pretty close. And Carlos is definitely taller than Demian Maia. And Carlos Condit has not been finished in the UFC for a very, very long time, if I recollect correctly. And Carlos Condit is also not a slouch on the ground. He has got 8 submission victories of himself. But Maia mostly finishes the fight via submission or decision. If this goes 5 rounds, though, that is something really interesting to see. If this goes 5 rounds, Condit would get stronger as the rounds progress. As you saw in the Lawler fight, in the Kaplan fight, Carlos Condit always fights better when the fights go the distance. So Maia is not known to be a great cardio machine like Condit. So Maia has to make sure that he finishes the fight within 3 rounds at least. That's the only way Maia gets this fight. But who knows, man? If Carlos Condit loses this, he might even look at retirement, because he keeps teasing these retirement things from time to time. Maia has never won the belt. He only fought Anderson once, and he lost that 5-round fight, but he can hang in there. But he's not known for his cardio, though. Finally, we are ready with the openings of fighter walkouts for the main event of UFC Fight Night, Vancouver. It's been a great night of fights till now. Carlos Condit is the first man walking into the octagon. He feels it. He's the natural born killer. He has a deadly look in his eyes. As usual, he is focused. He's walking into the octagon with determination. He is from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He's born and brought up there. That is why he trains at Jackson Winklejohn MMA. He has been a long time student of the mixed martial arts from that gym itself. It is the same gym from where John Jones trains. It is the same gym from where Holly Holm trains. So you have got a lot of killers. It is the same gym from where Cowboy Cerrone trains. So you got great stand-up by default from that gym. Mr. Winklejohn and Mr. Mike are both great coaches. They are good tacticians, so I am sure they would have come up with a good game plan for this fight. Carlos Condit has finished 28 of his 30 victories, 15 by knockout and 13 by submissions. He has the most post-fight awards in the welterweight history. They just stopped Carlos Condit. He is pumping the crowd up. Demian Maia walking out to Lincoln Park's Numb, which is very interesting choice of entrance for Damian Maia. A very interesting choice. He's mainly from Brazil. I do not know whether he is into rock music or not, but he does not look like a guy who is into rock music. But Damian Maia walking out to Linkin Park's Numb, probably for the very first time in his career. A great father, loves nature. He was born in Sao Paulo, Brazil. He is the number 3 ranked fighter in the welterweight division. And number 4 is Carlos. Number 2 is Steven. Number 1 is Robbie. And the champ is Tyrone T-Wood Woodley. Which one of these guys are going to fight T-Wood? Can Lawler go for a rematch? I definitely feel Lawler earned it for being so entertaining and being in the UFC for such a long time. I think he deserves it. Can Steven Wonderboy earn it? Definitely. He has beat everybody except Lawler up to this point, and his only loss was to Matt Brown, after which he hired the services of Chris Weidman. So definitely Steven can. The winner of this fight can definitely go for this also. Maia is riding a 5-fight win streak at the welterweight division. Remember, Maia was a 185 pounder before he cut down to 170. So Maia can have power in those hands. So Damian Maia entering the octagon with black trunks and yellow trim. As always, both of these guys are very respectful of each other. They do not underestimate each other. We are ready for the official introductions by Bruce Buffer. Carlos Condit looks menacing, man. If you just look at that guy, you don't want to mess with this one. See this one right here, you don't want to mess with him. If you see him on the street, he's like a fatherly figure, yeah, no problem. But if you look at this guy, he's mean machine. Carlos Condit, he's called the natural born killer for a reason, because he finishes fight. The tail of the tape. Condit is 32, Maia is 38. Carlos is 6'2, Maia is 6'1. Carlos has a 3.5 inch reach advantage at 75.5 inches. So clearly the reach and the height advantage and the age advantage is in favor of Carlos Condit. This is the main event of the evening. Thank you all for joining the channel. Like and subscribe if you like the play-by-play and commentary. Would appreciate it. I break down all UFC fights which are broadcast either on Fox or on pay-per-view. The referee for this event is Big John McCarthy, and we are going in to the main event live from Vancouver, Canada, where George St. Pierre hails from, and he is expected to make his return at UFC 206. GSP may finally be back, and if GSP is back, there are a lot of fights to make for the welterweight division. That is what I feel. I'm predicting GSP to be back in the Toronto card for UFC 206. He would be headlining that. But who knows? He may back out at the last moment just like before. So can't expect too much. Carlos Condit is ranked number 4, and he is one of the tallest guys in the welterweight division. He's a former interim champion in UFC, and he's a former WEC welterweight champion. Carlos Condit has got a great pop from the crowd in Canada because they remember Carlos Condit knocking down GSP with the head kick but could not finish the fight, as GSP did what GSP did during their fight. But now's the introduction for Damian. 23 victories and 6 defeats. 6'1", 170, 72-inch reach. Demian Maia has got no nicknames. Like a true martial artist that he is. Will they touch gloves? I really do feel they would. They touch gloves. We are ready for the main event of UFC Fight Night Vancouver. What is going to happen? Maia should not shoot for it immediately. He should set up strikes and then go for the takedown. Condit should defend, should use his footwork. That is a pretty much straight up strategy which these guys should do. Condit takes the center. Condit is low. Maia always going for the jab and setting up the takedowns. Condit has moved out of the cage. Can Condit get a knockout? Is the question. It's pretty difficult to finish Demian Maia though. Demian Maia pressuring Condit. Goes for a single. Condit. Oh, no. This is not the fight which Condit wants. This is not the fight which Condit wants. Maia straight into a takedown and going into grappling territory. Condit has to pull guard. He cannot let Maia have side control like this. He cannot do this. Maia going for a side control, but he's not got it fully. He has to lock it in. I mean, Maia has this knack of getting everybody down. Somehow. That is the beauty of Demian. He's somehow... Oh, no. What is he trying to do? Oh, beautiful. Oh, he's got his back. No. He's got one hooks in. He's got one hook in. He's got the body lock, Demian Maia. His jiu-jitsu is clinical. No. Condit may go out. Oh, this is tight. This is over. Demian Maia finishes the fight. Demian Maia finishes Carlos Condit for... Oh my goodness. I did not believe I watched that fight. Carlos Condit is devastated, man. Carlos Condit is disappointed. Wow. I did not expect this fight to end so quickly. That is fucking craziness. That was quick. Maia is legit, man. Maia is legit as fuck. I should be happy because the jiu-jitsu guy won, but for some reason I'm not. Kind of pissed off. I was really rooting for Condit though. But anyways, fight is done. Can't get emotional with all of these things. Maia did a beautiful game plan, somehow got the fight to the ground. Condit did not defend intelligently. He had to give up his back. His transitions, this Maia guy's transitions are so smooth. You don't even realize what the hell is happening. Should Maia and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson fight for the real #1 contender? I don't know, man. It's really weird. But I guess Stephen Thompson deserves a good ground game test. Because Stephen Thompson is known for his range. Demian Maia is crying. He is getting really emotional. Carlos Condit is devastated. He's standing in the corner. He's contemplating retirement. Thank you, Andrew Hinsey, for joining the stream. I will join you next time. Condit is really disappointed with the way the fight went. He should not have let the transitions happen. Damian Maia is getting emotional. Will he? I think this guy deserves a shot, man. Just give him Tyron Woodley. You know what? Fuck all of this. Give Damian Maia the title shot. Even though I'm a fan of Stephen Thompson, I really feel Damian Maia is losing a lot of time. He's 38. I mean, let's give this guy a shot. Okay? I mean, I think he deserves it. He's finished Carlos Condit in round 1. Tell me which other guy has done that. I don't remember anybody doing it in the last 4 years for sure. Who's done that, man? Come on. That is beautiful. Thank you all for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. Let us hear the official decision and then we would be done for the day. Beautiful real naked choke. Carlos Condit is devastated. Devastation is putting it lightly. Hopefully he doesn't take any hasty decisions, Carlos Condit, but I really feel that this was Damian Maia, man. True mixed martial artist, man. Mixed martial arts 1. Damian Maia with a beautiful interview. He says Carlos Condit should have been the champion, and I technically beat the champion. So at least give me my shot now. What? What? So it is just official, guys. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson is gonna be fighting Tyron Woodley after this. So Damian Maia says, I will wait for my chance and I will fight for the title for the winner of Stephen Thompson and Tyron Woodley. I think this guy deserves it for sure. It's a pretty emotional story. Thank you, people, for joining me for the stream. It's been a great night of fights. Overall, beautiful night of fights. Maia defeats Condit. Pettis defeats Oliveira by submission. Vanzant knocks out Beck Rawlings. And Lauzon and Miller do what Lauzon and Miller do. I think this was one of the better UFC fight nights in this year. Let us hear for the last time what Carlos Condit has to say. Natural Born Killer, classy as always. Classy as always, Natural Born Killer. So we are done with UFC Fight Night. Maya got it done. Thank you all for joining the stream. I'm gonna peace out right now. I will join you guys in the next UFC pay-per-view, which is gonna be UFC 203 live from Cleveland, Ohio. Stipe Miocic is gonna be defending his title against Alistair, the Reem over Reem, for the UFC heavyweight strap. Fabricio Verdum is on the card, and so is CM Punk, who's going to fight his first mixed martial arts fight for the very first time in UFC 203. That is it. This is MMA Live. Thank you all for joining the stream. Love you all. Peace.